What's up, y'all? Holy Lava. Holy Lava's testimonies.
Okay, my brother, Holy Lava.
What's up?
I want to hear your take on the third temple, Israel, the Antichrist, and yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Wow. Third temple, which is being built right now, you know, who Donald Trump is backing. Wow, this is deep. I don't know if you ever heard of the rapture, when the church, those who remain in Christ, the believers who actually believe in Christ, disappear, twinkling of an eye. We meet Christ in the air. He blows a trumpet. We meet him, and then the great tribulation happens. All that bad stuff they talk about in Revelation, at the end of Revelation, it transpires, and the Antichrist rises up.
So let me ask you a question before I let you go on.
Yeah.
After the rapture, will there be Christians here that have to suffer through the tribulation?
I believe it'll be some, like the fervent believers right now, gone. We'll be up in heaven,
Right.
with Christ, because we meet him in the air. We disappear. Like my glass, like if I'm talking to you right now and the rapture happened, I'm gone. All you can see is a necklace and a couple of fillings that was there. You know what I mean? If I had a skull, if I had a plate in my head, it's all there. But I'm in Christ. I'm in heaven, and then at the feast for 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying, with him. But see, a day to the Lord is 1,000 years to us. Anyways, this is so deep. I'm glad you asked me. Okay, the third temple is the place where the Antichrist is going to sit at. This is Solomon's temple, right?
Wow.
Solomon's temple was destroyed, but the Bible talks about how it's going to be built again. But when it's built again, that's when the Antichrist is going to sit up on it, right? Now, to push this a little further, you need something called the red heifers. These are cows, red cows.
Right.
They're really hard to find. I mean, it's been a long years since they found one.
Right.
But they got 3 of them right now.
Right.
In Israel, right? Trump supports this, right? Because he is since somebody tried to kill that man, he's
Martyr?
yeah. Somebody tried to kill Trump, right? You know,
Yeah,
like,
not a martyr. My bad. Wrong.
It's all right. You're good though, but they
Right.
try to whack him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it didn't work. So now he's said for the rest of his life he's devoted it to God, right?
Right.
All right, that's what's up, right? And he's doing a lot right now, but behind the scenes, like you might see some pictures with him. He has like a little blue Jewish thing on.
Right.
You know, that's for Judaism, and that's good, but it's bad. And this is why those who are into Judaism, that's the Sanhedrin. The Sanhedrin are Jewish people, but those are the ones who killed Christ back in the day.
Wow.
They don't believe that Christ is the Messiah. They don't believe that Christ already rose from the grave, that he came already, right?
Right.
So, and that's the thing. When the Antichrist rises up, he's going to make a one world government, a one world money, and a one world church. And he's going to rule for 7 years. The first 3.5 years, he's going to bring peace in the Middle East. He's going to do a lot of stuff, kind of like what Trump is doing right now. You know what I'm saying? This is the good time for the Christians. You know, we doing our thing, right? And Trump is supporting us, but he don't believe that Jesus came yet, right? This is big for the Antichrist. Or even if Trump isn't the Antichrist, he'll make way for him if he don't get saved. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about the Antichrist is, like I said in the other video, after 3.5 years, somebody's going to kill that man in front of the whole world.
The Antichrist.
Yeah.
Right.
He's going to receive a mortal wound on his head, and he's going to die. This was a prophecy a couple thousand years ago. And John said in Revelation, the book of Revelation in the Bible, that the whole world is going to see it.
Right.
Well, the whole world can't see it now because of satellite.
Right.
CNN, ABC, whatever. The whole world is going to see him. But there's going to be 2 witnesses, Elijah and maybe Enoch. I believe Enoch. They're going to be preaching, calling fire down from the sky as the they're going to be doing all that. And that's going to prevent people from getting close to that body. So after 3 days, this Antichrist figure is going to rise from the grave, from the dead. And at that point, he's going to be full of the devil, right? and then he's going to sit in the third temple, which they are building right now.
Right.
And they got these 3 heifers. If they and they're
Can you tell me the symbology of the 3 heifers? Like, why do they need these?
Yeah, because it's part of the Jewish calendar. You know, Passover is coming.
Okay.
And April, right? April 12th to April 20th.
Right.
Right? On a Jewish calendar. Well, Christ died, or he laid his life down for us on Passover 2,000 years ago.
Right.
He died for our sin. And because we were separated to God, and he brought us back into God's presence with his blood. He broke the sting of death. He defeated the grave and Satan. You know,
you just said something that was powerful. You said on Passover, not in Christmas.
No, he was conceived on Christmas. You know. Okay. But we call it Easter, but it's really Resurrection Day. Okay. You know, like Good Friday was the day that he died. Right. And then he rose from the grave 3 days later. Okay. That was during Passover. Well, he was symbolically like a red heifer. Okay, so red heifers in the Torah, in the Bible, like the Old Testament, a red heifer is sacrificed on Passover for Israel's being defiled by death. Wow. And that red heifer's blood washes them from the defilement of death and makes them right with God. It's kind of like an atonement. Right. It doesn't please the Father, but it appeases his anger. Well, Christ had already died in our place, right? They don't believe that. The Judaism, they don't believe that, you know. So with the Jewish faith, Judaism, is it what I've heard? Is it true that they're still living out of the Old Testament? So they don't. Yeah, some of them. Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, it's deep. Good question, because a lot of them. Some of them are born again. Some believe in Christ, but ever since they crucified Christ on the cross, God blinded their eyes. This is the time of the Gentile. You and I are a Gentile. Anybody that's not born a Jew is a Gentile. It doesn't make them more better than us, but that's just the people who God chose to be the chosen ones, reveal his love to the world through. And that's why Israel goes through so much, right? And the devil's always trying to take out all eyes is on the little country, right? And but anyways, the rapture, right? Disappear in the twinkling of an eye. You know what I mean? That's in 1 Corinthians 15:52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, God will disappear, and those who are dead in Christ will rise first, and then those who remain will be gone. And then also in 1 Thessalonians 4:13-18, it says, "For the Lord himself," that's Jesus, "will descend from the clouds and blow his trumpet," you know what I mean? And those who are dead will rise first, and then those who are alive and remain, like those who actually believe in Christ, disappear in the twinkling of an eye. And then once that happens, the Great Tribulation happens, right? Well, check this out. 1948, Israel became a nation, right? Jesus said a couple of thousand years ago that it was the parable of the fig tree. Jesus said this: the generation that sees Israel become a nation, that generation will not pass away without seeing the return of the Lord. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Right. That was 1948. So these are end time prophecies. So peep game. If these red heifers are sacrificed, they're trying to sacrifice them this Passover in April, then the rapture gonna happen, man. Like, we're that close. Like, get saved, y'all. Now is the time to get saved. Stop playing around. Call on Jesus. He loves you. Hell is real, and so is this one world government and this one world order and the mark of the beast. When this leader rises up and causes the whole world to take his mark on your right hand or on your head, and if you don't take this mark, you won't be able to buy, sell, trade, nothing. He causes rich and poor. Look at things right now. Food prices are up, gas prices are up, everything is dwindling down, man. It's getting ready. Get ready. Now is the time. Because to answer your question, you say, will there be Christians around? Yeah, the Christians that's going to be around are those that are left behind. Holy Lava Testimonies. Peace.